What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of history's most legendary codes of honor, the Bushido Code. If you've ever wondered what made the samurai so disciplined, so fearless, and so respected, you're about to find out. We're breaking down every single rule of Bushido and what they really mean. So grab your katana. Just kidding, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. Before we jump into the rules, let's quickly cover what Bushido actually is. Bushido, literally meaning way of the warrior, was the moral code followed by Japan's samurai class from roughly the 12th to the 19th century. Think of it as the ultimate guide to living with honor, courage, and integrity. This wasn't just about sword fighting, it was a complete philosophy for how to live your life. The code shaped every aspect of a samurai's existence, from how they treated their family to how they faced death. Now, let's break down the 7 core principles that defined this legendary way of life. The 7 principles of Bushido. First up is GI, which means rectitude or justice. This is all about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. For samurai, this meant having a strong moral compass and the courage to act on it. They believed that a true warrior should be able to distinguish right from wrong instantly and act accordingly, without hesitation or doubt. Next is courage. But this isn't just physical bravery in battle. The samurai understood that true courage meant facing your fears, speaking up for what's right, and living authentically. They said that hiding like a turtle in its shell isn't living at all. Real courage is about doing what needs to be done, despite the consequences. Third is benevolence or compassion. This might surprise you, but samurai were expected to be kind and merciful. They believed that true strength comes from compassion, not cruelty. A samurai who was only skilled in fighting but lacked kindness was considered incomplete. They were protectors, not just warriors. Number 4 is respect and courtesy. Politeness wasn't seen as weakness, it was a sign of strength and self-control. Samurai showed respect to everyone, regardless of social status. This principle taught them that how you treat others reflects your own character and honor. Fifth is Mikoto, honesty and sincerity. When a samurai gave their word, it was as binding as any contract. They believed that lies and deception were beneath a true warrior. Their reputation was built on reliability and truthfulness. If they said they would do something, it was as good as done. Sixth is honor and glory. This wasn't about seeking fame or recognition. Instead, it was about maintaining personal integrity and bringing honor to your family name. Samurai understood that their actions reflected not just on themselves, but on their ancestors and descendants. Living honorably was their way of respecting this legacy. Finally, we have chugi, loyalty. Samurai were completely devoted to their lord and their cause. But this loyalty wasn't blind obedience. It was a conscious choice to serve something greater than themselves. They understood that true loyalty sometimes meant challenging their master when they were wrong, always with the goal of serving the greater good. The famous story of the 47 Ronin perfectly illustrates this principle. When their master was forced to commit seppuku due to political intrigue, these samurai spent years planning to avenge him, even though they knew it would cost them their own lives. Their loyalty transcended death itself. But this wasn't mindless revenge, it was about upholding the principles their master had represented. Loyalty also extended to their comrades, their family, and their ideals. A samurai who abandoned a friend in need or betrayed their principles for personal gain was considered to have lost their honor entirely. This created incredibly strong bonds within samurai communities and families. They knew they could count on each other absolutely, which gave them tremendous strength in facing any challenge. Now, what's really interesting is how these principles worked together. The samurai understood that you couldn't just pick and choose. You had to embody all 7 principles simultaneously. Justice without compassion becomes cruelty. Courage without honesty becomes recklessness. Loyalty without respect becomes fanaticism. This holistic approach created remarkably well-rounded individuals. A samurai was expected to be a warrior, philosopher, artist, and moral leader all at once. They studied poetry to cultivate sensitivity, practiced calligraphy to develop patience and precision, learned music to understand harmony and rhythm. They understood that true strength came from developing every aspect of their character, not just their fighting skills. The Bushido Code also emphasized the importance of preparation for death. This wasn't morbid, it was practical wisdom. By accepting the inevitability of death and living each day as if it might be their last, samurai were freed from the fear and anxiety that paralyze most people. This acceptance of mortality actually made them more alive, more present, and more capable of acting with complete commitment to their principles. Now you might be thinking, this is all cool, but what does this have to do with me? Here's the thing. These principles are timeless. Whether you're a student, an entrepreneur, or just trying to be a better person, the Bushido Code offers a framework for living with integrity. Imagine applying these principles to your daily life. Making decisions based on justice, facing your fears with courage, treating others with compassion, showing respect even to difficult people, being honest in all your dealings, maintaining your honor, and staying loyal to your values and the people who matter most. The samurai understood something we often forget today, that how we live our lives matters more than what we achieve. Character is built through daily choices, not grand gestures. And that's every rule of the Bushido Code explained. These ancient principles of honor, courage, and integrity are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Which principle resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your thoughts. If you enjoyed diving into this legendary code of honor, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to see more content about philosophy, history, and timeless wisdom, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and remember, live with honor, act with courage, and I'll see you in the next video.